I'm David Robinison. I chair the Early Action Task Force. My message really is that it's better to prevent a problem than it is to pick up the pieces afterwards. And the Early Action Task Force is a cross-sector group of leaders who've been looking at how we build a society that prevents problems from occurring rather than one that deals with the consequences. Yes, well, we start from a position of thinking that what we want to build is a community that is ready for everything. And what we mean by that is that when our children reach 3, 4 years old, they're ready to succeed in primary school. At 9, 10, 11, they're ready to make that transition into secondary. 17, 18, ready for the world of work, ready to be parents when the time comes. And because bad stuff happens as well, we are ready and able to cope with adversity. And I think if we position our services in this way, thinking about how do we build that state of readiness so we are literally ready for everything, then we build a society that is not just got people in it who are thriving, are doing well and are happy, but also we find that costs less, less demand on acute services. And because none of us are neutral, if we leave school capable of entering the world of work, we become an asset. If we leave school unable to enter the world of work, we become a liability. So it's about contributing to growth as well as reducing costs. Well, the task force has been working on largely with government, and we are producing our second report in 6 weeks' time. Our first report last year, the triple dividend, contained a series of recommendations about why what is essentially a common sense case, and the case for prevention is essentially common sense, why it isn't common practice across our public services. And we identified a series of obstacles in government which we think get in the way, and have been working through with policymakers and practitioners both in central government and in local authorities, trying to find some ways around those obstacles. And our second report will be about some of those steps forward. I think the work about getting people to identify assets in our own community, thinking about how we use those assets to reach others, I think it's the right way in which public services ought to be thinking. So I think it clearly has an impact on the local patch, but I think it's much bigger than that. I think it is about a future direction for public services, which is what I think is exciting about it and why I'm happy to be here.